Hey YouTube, it's Rob from RP Model Railroads, and in this video I'm going to be giving you guys some future plans for the Ephrata Valley Railroad going forward in 2021. So without further ado, let's jump right into it with some new building addition plans. So you guys may remember, for those of you who've been following my layout for the past few years, that I used to have the Hanover water tower, that gray and brown Plasticville water tower, over there in that corner of the layout, where the Southern Oil Company scene is now. Unfortunately, I never really liked the look of that water tower, and I tried to take the roof off to maybe even paint it a different color, and it cracked on me. So unfortunately, that water tower is lost to history, except for the photos that I've taken of it. But I do want to add another smaller water tower to the layout. So my plans is to add a water tower right here next to the Schuylkill Valley Station. And you may notice that right now I have a playground scene there. My plan is to kind of move the playground scene up further back into the tree area, where you'll still be able to see it from this way, but not really so much looking at the layout directly, which you can kind of see it, and it kind of gets in the view of the trains that go past the train station. It's kind of like right near the tracks, which kind of makes sense for the layout, how I planned it originally, but now I want to change the look, so that'll be getting moved further behind the trees, probably right near the Ephrata Donut Shop, and then the newer, smaller, probably green water tower is going to be going right there. Alright, my next big plan is to get rid of this old white Plasticville house right here and replace it with the Al's General Store. Now, I was originally thinking of putting the General Store here to replace this strip of 3 balsa wood stores, theater, and hardware store, etc. But I actually have some different plans for that area, so I'm going to get to that in a little bit. This house I've been wanting to replace for quite some time, but I never really could come up with something really good to fit there. Now I know. I believe it was made by, I don't even remember, I believe it was an old Lifelike kit, Al's General Store. I actually already bought one pre-assembled on eBay for pretty cheap, so once that comes in, that's going to be the brand new scene that goes here. And I also plan on keeping these trees where they are, maybe moving them back further, or pushing them up in front of the town building, town hall, and probably putting some police vehicles on the back of the town hall, because it is a small town and I don't really have room for a police station, so it would make sense that they would be stored near town hall. So that's my plans for this area of the layout. Now, as far as the construction site scene, I don't have any plans for this. I'm pretty satisfied with it right now, but yeah, obviously that's still there. I figured I'd give a quick shout out to the scene again. I think it turned out really good with some of the updates I did a year or so ago. But my other big building plans include removing this balsa wood strip of 3 stores back here. Just doesn't look good. And even though I've had it on the layout for years, it never really fit in with the old plastic buildings that are on the layout. So my plan is to get another different colored style townhouse like these ones right here. Probably put it right there. And then on the corner, I'm going to have an old gas station. Now, I'm not sure if any of you really know this, but I did actually have a small gas station type scene on the back of the strip of stores, as you can see here. But really, it's not even a gas station. It's 4 gas pumps and a mobile gas sign. That's about all I could really think of, because there really wasn't enough room for a full gas station here. But I actually found something on eBay, and it's actually already in, that somebody custom made. It's an old ceramic style 50s gas station. Nice and small, and it'll look perfect for the town of Ephrata, which is supposed to be like a small 1-horse town anyway. Alright, and as far as the other building changes, well, you may have already seen this, but I don't think I gave an update on you guys. The old RWP Building Supply Company, which I think was an AHM or a Pola kit, I'm not sure. That's been on the layout for years. I finally replaced it with this Pola green lumber mill that I renamed the RWP Lumber Company after my initials. Again, just looks, in my opinion, way better than the old building company did. And what I really liked about it was this is actually a building that I got for free in pieces. It was all messed up, completely in pieces. I glued the roof back on and glued all the little wood 2x4s back into the lumber mill. Basically restored it. So that's a pretty cool story about that, and I actually installed that at this point probably just a little bit over a month ago. So for those of you who, you probably saw in the videos, the difference in there, but I just wanted to add that to this update video for those of you who maybe didn't see it. Turned out really awesome, and the other thing I really like about this is my decision to add this green 50 style pickup truck right next to it. Just matches real nice and makes the scene look pretty cool. And my other plans are focusing on the back part of the layout here. First of all, I want to get a brand new firehouse for the Ephrata Fire Department. I've had this firehouse on the layout for years now, and it's the old white and red, ugly-looking Plasticville firehouse, including it says Plasticville Fire Department right on the top, which I never really liked. So what I'm going to be doing is probably getting a larger fire station that extends out further so that the fire trucks can go inside. I'll leave the bay doors open so you'll be able to, or rather, I'll be able to, anyone who've used the layout will be able to see the fire trucks through the doors. And this civil defense siren is actually the horn for the Ephrata Fire Department, which was a custom product by Aaron of the Tyco Forum. He did a great job with this, so thanks again, Aaron. I don't believe I ever mentioned this before, so this civil defense siren, again, goes with the whole scene, and I'm still going to be keeping it even when I get the new firehouse. That's why I just have a dab of hot glue holding it down right now, but eventually it's going to be put down permanent into the layout, so it's not bending all over the place. And then lastly, as far as my plans for the rest of the year, is to get rid of this old, I think it's balsa wood, or I don't even know what that is, cardstock house, and replace it with some other type of scene. So I'm going to be adding another house or two right here, like I already mentioned, to expand the living area of the Ephrata, town of Ephrata. So I won't really need another house here. It kind of looks out of place between the fire station and the West Norton Junction freight depot here. So my plans is to either do some sort of a junkyard, which I think would look really good back on the outskirts of town, or perhaps a auto dealership, like a small used car dealership. Again, not too sure about it, but definitely I'm leaning more towards the junkyard scene, just so that it'll add some more detail on the back of the layout. And another quick update, I did repaint the donut on top of the Ephrata Donut Shop. Let me zoom in here real quick so that it looks more realistic, like a chocolate frosted rainbow sprinkled donut. Looks way better than the old donut did, in particular because I painted the back of the donut to look like the fried part, as opposed to just leaving it the plain, ugly brown color that Woodland Scenics painted it when they molded the plastic. But that's about it. So those are my plans for 2021 for the Ephrata Valley Railroad. By the way, it is the 6th anniversary of the Ephrata Valley Railroad this year, which I'm pretty happy about. And besides that, something unofficial that's happening to the Ephrata Valley Railroad is I'm getting more and more HO scale steam locomotives, much like I've been collecting HO scale diesel locomotives. The obviously the vintage and classic ones. Now starting to collect vintage and classic HO scale steam locomotives. So that's kind of a new theme I'm going to be doing from now on, is getting more of them for the layout at the best possible prices. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that quick video and future plans of the Ephrata Valley Railroad. And when I do make new scenes, I'll try to give you guys some update videos to keep it interesting. And if I don't make the update videos, I'm sure you'll see the differences in train videos down through the rest of the year. So stay tuned for future videos. Hope you enjoyed. And if this is your first time watching, please subscribe to the channel to see more classic train content, RP Model Railroad style. Thanks.